Valerie Bertinelli is celebrating 2 years of freedom following her divorce from Tom Vitale. The Food Network Allen, 64, took to social media Friday to share a hopeful message with fans, saying life does get better eventually. I didn't know how I was going to get through it, but I knew that somehow I would, the hot in Cleveland alum's Instagram post read. And I did. Today marks 2 years of freedom. 2 years of walking through self-doubt and doing my best to get to the other side, Bertinelli wrote, referring to her ill-fated marriage to Vitale that was finalized in November 2022. 2 years of knowing that I didn't deserve to tolerate the intolerable, she went on. 2 years of working through shame and self-loathing, still working on that part woozy face long tail that grinning face with sweat. 2 years of working to find my true self. Bertinelli credited her most recent boyfriend Mike Goodnough, from whom she recently split after 10 months of dating, for allowing her to feel love again. Bertinelli said she has worked on herself over the last 2 years by confronting past demons and traumas to become the most authentic version of herself. Calling her current chapter her last, Bertinelli said she's learning that until I love myself and accept myself, all of me, my dark and light sides, I can never give someone else the love and emotional vulnerability that they need and deserve. You must give it to yourself first so that you can share it. Hoo boy. I'm working on it, she went on, before thanking her fans and loved ones for being there for her. I'm grateful for your feedback. I'm grateful for your compassion, she wrote. Most importantly, I want you to know that if you're struggling right now, I've been there and some days I can still be there, but I want you to know it does get better. I promise you. It gets better. Some days will still be hard and challenging, but on other days, the light will shine brighter and you will feel it. I love you, the one day at a time alum added. In November 2022, Bertinelli announced that she was happily divorced from Vitale. Bertinelli met the financial planner and entrepreneur, also CEO of e-commerce company Vibo, in 2004 and got engaged in March 2010. The pair tied the knot in January 2011. After a decade together, the Valerie's home cooking host filed for legal separation from Vitale in November 2021.